Hey, hi guys, welcome to the Study 365. I hope you all are doing great. And I have made some lesson on the important polity questions. So this is the first part of that. Okay, so let's go ahead for the first question. The first question is the minimum number of members in state legislative councils are. Okay, so here answer is 40. It totally depends on the strength of the state assembly, like how it can be the maximum numbers, what will be the maximum number. So that will totally depend on the strength of the state assembly. Okay, so the maximum numbers can be the one third of the strength of the state assembly. The next question is what is the maximum numbers of members in the state legislative assembly of India? So that will be the 500, and the minimum members can be 60. Okay, just go through the explanation once. I have written some how they can be elected, what is the criteria for that. So just have a look on that also. The next question is what can be the maximum interval between the two sessions of parliament? So the answer is 6 months. Okay, so the maximum interval can be 6 months and it cannot be beyond that. Okay, so it is a straightforward question. You just keep in mind that. Okay, so they may ask, and they've already asked in some of the shift of the SSCGL in the last couple of days. Okay, the next question is the age of a candidate to contest parliamentary election should not be lesser than. Okay, so don't be confused in between the 18 years and 25 years because 18 years for the public elections, not for the parliamentary. Okay, so when we talk about the parliamentary election, so the age should be 25 years. Next question is the most important feature of the Indian Parliament is. Okay, so when you will look for all the four options, so you may be in confuse means you may confuse like it can be more than one. Okay, but like here the answer will be B because it is asking for the unique feature. Okay, like when we have to make any law, so like the Lok Sabha has passed that bill and the Rajya Sabha has also passed that bill. So for the approval of president, that will be go to the president. But in that case, like if the president does not approve that bill, so the bill will be dissolved there only, means that will not come into middle. Okay, so that is the unique feature of the Indian parliament. It means it also comprises the president, so he and she has some special powers. Okay, so the next question is the vice president is the ex officio chairman of the. Okay, so the answer is Rajya Sabha. Okay, so some aspirant doubt like what is the ex officer chairman? So I've listed here means what is the ex officer chairman. So just go through once. Next question is the upper house of Indian Parliament is known as. Okay, so Indian Constitution comprises the upper house, the lower house, and the president as well. Okay, so the upper house is known as the Rajya Sabha, the lower house is known as the Lok Sabha. Next question is how many members are nominated by the president in the Rajya Sabha? Okay, so the 12 members are nominated by the president in the Rajya Sabha. So means there are some special field like science and tech, art and culture, literature. So there are some respective fields means from there only he can nominate. So the maximum numbers can be 12. Next question is who decide whether a bill is money bill or not? Okay, so neither the president nor the prime minister. So that will decided by the only the speaker of the Lok Sabha. Like currently Sumitra Mahajan will decide and decides means whether a bill is money bill or not. Okay, so don't be confused in between the president, prime minister, governor, chief justice of India. Okay, so keep in mind that the speaker of the Lok Sabha will be decide whether a bill is money bill or not. Next question is who calls the joint session of the two houses of the parliament? Okay, so the president presides that means the president calls the joint session of the two houses of the parliament. So like if there's in deadlock in between the two houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, so the joint session will be there and that will call by the president. So that is prescribed in the article 108. Next question is what is zero hour? Okay, so like zero hours is like means there is something utmost importance we can say, like currently the Assam flood is going on. So after question hours, if someone has some questions, so they can ask on that. Means like if something important that is affecting whole nation. Okay, so that question will be there. So that is called as zero hour. Okay, so next question is the chief minister is appointed by. The chief minister is appointed by the governor. Okay, And the next question is, who among the following was the first woman chief minister in independent India? Okay, so some has been doubt in between Sarojini Naidu and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, so don't be confused. That the answer is Suchita Kriplani, and she was elected in 1963 in the state UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so that question is important because SSC has asked number of times this question, because most of the aspirants doubt in between the Sarojini Naidu and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Okay. Next question is, the governor of state in India is elected by. Okay, so he is elected by the president. He's sorry, appointed by the president. Okay. So next question is like, okay, so I've listed some means appointment that is done by the president, like army chief, navy chief, air force chief, high court judges, supreme court judges, governor, council of minister. So there are so many positions that is elected and appointed by the president. Okay, so just go through once because all these things are important. SSC is asking number of times, and they already asked in the last couple of days, in the last uh, means 4 5 days, means supreme court judges are elected by whom, council of ministers are appointed by whom. Okay, so there are some things that we have to keep in mind always, because one liners can always be asked in SSC. Okay, so guys, this is from my side for today. Okay, so like if you think that this type of lesson can be beneficial for you in future, so just subscribe our channel, so whenever I will upload any video, so you will get an immediate notification from that. Okay, so rate, review and recommend our lessons. If you have any comment, please comment your queries in the comment sections, and share the video as much as you can, okay, with other aspirants. So thanks for watching this lesson, guys. Keep learning.